Hey my friend, welcome to your next pilgrimage meditation and pick a card video with your brother Zen. Before we jump in, if you'd like to support my channel and be part of the love tsunami spreading the Zen love throughout the world, please consider giving this video a little thumbs up and hitting that subscribe button. And when you hit that notification bell and select all, that'll make sure you don't miss any of the videos that I put out in the future. And of course, I greatly appreciate all your love and all your support. You know, twice a month I have a pick a card around the new moon and full moon energies, and then also once a month I have a pick a card around the energies of the sun moving to its next zodiac sign. And this extra week of the month, I have a pilgrimage meditation where we visit a sacred location and include a pick a card with special messages related to those energies. We've visited all the 7 chakras of Mother Earth over the last several videos. So what's next? Well, I'm excited that 4 of my primary spirit guides want to be tour guides over at least the next 4 pilgrimage videos to lead us on an excursion to some special places. First up for this video will be my spirit guide Phoenix, who's an energetic collective. And I'll talk more about them in the beginning of the meditation. But they're going to take us on a tour of their home, which is in the Sirius B solar system. They'll also be returning very soon to help us with the Lion's Gate portal on August 8th. And we'll be having a pick a card come out before then to give us information on those 8 gates. What? I know. I'm super excited to see what this is all about. So we'll spiritually travel through space to visit the Sirius B solar system, and then you'll also have an option to experience the 3 pick a card readings. And you can, of course, choose from as many of them as you want out of the 3. You can choose them all if you want, and you're very welcome to listen to all 3 to see what amazing energy they bring in for you. You'll have a choice between these 3. It'll be number 1, number 2, number 3. But before we dig into that, I'm going to start with the meditation. Timestamps for everything are listed in the description box down below. Welcome to this month's pilgrimage meditation. And I was so pleasantly surprised when I took the advice of a spiritual teacher to ask my guides who they were, as she mentioned that it helps our human side to feel a deeper connection to the spirit world when it develops a more personal connection with those characters in the spirit world. Ultimately, of course, we're all one giant ocean of unconditional love, but we're also what seems an endless number of drops of that ocean. You know, drops that the entire ocean is within each of those drops as well. So we'll be meeting 4 of my spirit guides over the next 4 meditation videos, as they all want to individually lead us on a meditative pilgrimage to a special sacred place. And I'm really excited to channel them and see where we go. But for today, in this video, I'd like to introduce you to Phoenix. They are a collective of elemental souls with fire source energy. They're actually a sub-collective of the larger Sirian Starseed Collective, which envelops the binary star system of Sirius A and Sirius B. And really, in the scheme of all existence, we are all members of a larger collective, because the further we move outward, the more we see that we're all a member of the largest collective of all, which is that giant ocean of unconditional love, which ultimately is part of the Creator. Phoenix, which sometimes I call them Nyx for short, is of the fire element energy. They were part of a civilization of fire elementals that were on the planet that orbited Sirius B, kind of where Venus orbits our sun, second planet from the sun. Now, their planet was not habitable by animals or humans or plants, as it was toxic to to these types of life forms because of the gases and clouds that their planet was made of. And when the Sirius B sun star became a red giant, it consumed many of the planets that were close to it, including the planet of the Phoenix Collective. And they were existing as fire already, so they told me it wasn't painful for them, and they felt more like a reunion for them, an ending as the energies joined together into the red giant. And they did witness the habited planets also be consumed by the fire of the red giant. And as elementals, they are able to feel the energies of other like elementals, in this case, fire. So they were aware of other civilizations on the other planets in their solar system and even outside of it. They say that they will talk more about this on our adventure today. Their sun is part of a binary star system, which simply means two stars orbit around a common center of mass bound to each other gravitationally. And it's thought that most stars are in binary systems, perhaps even up to 85% of the stars being in binary systems, with some even in triple or even higher multiple systems. And it's kind of believed that even our own sun was part of a binary system in ancient times. Just we don't know where our twin star went. So Sirius A and B are bound together with a gravitational pull. And scientists believe the now less brighter Sirius B gave its energy to Sirius A and became a white dwarf star afterward. This also meshes them together within their collective energy. And as my spirit guides, Phoenix helps me become aware of and develop and focus my spiritual energy, my passion, and my manifesting energy. All things related to fire elemental energies. And I'm excited to see what adventure they take us on and how they want to assist you with your own energy awareness. How this will work is that I will channel them and speak for them. They say that they're going to show me our adventure in my third eye, like a movie, and that I will share the visuals they show me and the messages that they present to me. And since you may not be connected to them specifically yet, they feel this will be most effective, though some of you have very strong connections to the upper vibration, and you may even get more visuals yourself as I share what they're showing me. Those who are attracted to phoenixes have a special connection to this collective, and most likely are having spent a lifetime or two or three or more in their Starseed Collective and as inhabitants, possibly in the Sirius B star system when it had planets. Fire elementals can travel via flame and fire, and they use our sun and our Earth's core as portals to be present and aware of us on Earth. Being a higher vibrational collective of the 8th dimension, they want to be present here to aid Earth and our solar system in our collective spiritual evolution. And if you want an even more powerful connection to their energy, especially during this meditation, if you're able, light a candle or incense, or sit near a fireplace or fire pit with a fire going. And as we start this meditation, let's come into a place of peace and calmness by closing our eyes, taking a few deep breaths either through our nose or our mouth, holding it for a moment, and then exhaling slowly. So let's do that a couple of times. Deep breath in. Hold. And release. One more. Deep breath in. Hold. Exhale. Picture a large open space within a forest, And we're all sitting together around a large fire pit that's in the middle of the clearing. They want to interact with us as the mini collective we are right now for humanity, which is part of a mini collective of all beings and energies of Earth, which is a mini collective of all energies of the planets and space within our solar system. And as we sit in silence, awaiting their arrival, we absorb the heat from the flames in the fire pit, feeling its unconditional love for us. We feel this unconditional love from all the trees, the plants, the grass, the animals, and even the very air we breathe. This love fills our hearts, making us feel safe and fulfilled. The air all around us begins to be filled with electricity, announcing the arrival of Phoenix. And they do not disappoint. The fire in the fire pit starts to grow taller, not wider. The flame is contained from moving outward, keeping everyone and everything safe from being burned. The flame changes color from the yellow-orange it was to include blue, and now green. And after a few moments, it begins to glow a bright red and purple as the flames glow brighter and rise higher. And suddenly, it feels like time stands still as the flames kind of hover, still slowly moving, but everything in the outside world comes to a halt, except for each of us. Phoenix rises from the fire, starting off small, where they fit within the fire pit, but as they rise higher, they become huge. They are larger than the entire clearing within the forest. And within their claws, they have long golden twines that extend from the fire. And they tell us that these are golden twines from the heart of Mother Earth that will keep us grounded to the planet while we travel into space. The twines extend and move to each one of us, and as yours touches you, a rainbow energetic bubble surrounds you, and the twine attaches to the bubble. They tell us that the rainbow bubbles will protect us and allow us to travel with them across space. We all start to float a little bit above the ground, completely comfortable and feeling completely safe. Phoenix's mighty wings begin to slowly flap as we begin to rise with them. The rainbow bubbles are drawn to the energy of the Phoenix like metal to a magnet as we stay connected with them, while also remaining tethered to the earth by a long, long cord that does seem endless. I asked Phoenix why we are going upward when we could use the core of the earth as a portal to go where they're taking us. And they replied, we can always connect with the Mother Earth's core. So they wanted to take us on an adventure to something that we don't normally do. So how fun. We head up and up until we're in the orbit of Earth, and we drift out into space. Such amazing silence is there. We are comfortable and safe, and it is only our spirit bodies that are floating with Phoenix, so we don't need air like the human side of us. We move past Grandmother Moon, and as we do, you feel the love energy of Mother Luna bidding you a fun journey. We start moving much faster, and we pass Venus, who also sends her loving energy, and we realize that we're headed toward the sun. We pass Mercury, and we feel their support as we get close to the sun. Phoenix assures us that we are completely safe and will not get crispy as we pass through the sun's portal. The sun is very bright, of course, But not being in our human form, we can stare directly at it, and we feel a great connection to Grandfather Sun. They give us much energy for our human purpose each lifetime on the earth, and they're very familiar with each of us. The sun winks at us as we move within the giant flaming sphere. There is a knowing that Grandfather Sun would never let us experiencing anything that is not for our highest experience, and right on cue, an energetic rainbow gateway appears within the center of the sun. Phoenix swoops down, taking us all with them into the gateway. And Phoenix jokes how we as humans love the long journey, getting from one location to another, in jest, of course, so they are sorry to disappoint us that the gateway acts as an immediate connection from one place to another. And as soon as we enter the gateway within the sun, we're exiting the gateway at our destination. To our surprise, as we exit the gateway, we're greeted with cheers from the Sirian Starseed Collective that's focused within the sun of Sirius A. Phoenix flies out of the sun and circles around it, giving us all a chance to be greeted and feel the great amount of love they're bringing to us. They knew I would ask, so they say that they brought us to Sirius A first because they wanted us to see their sun in Sirius A and have a huge welcome from this massive collective. They will all be aware of us still, but we may not recognize them as we move a few light years away to Sirius B. Phoenix waves to the Sirius A sun as we tilt and head towards Sirius B. We pick up great speed very quickly, and we're moving at a very fast pace across space. Phoenix's wings almost look blurry with the speed at which we're traveling. We look back behind us as Sirius A drifts away in the distance, but our golden twines are still intact, keeping pace and connection even across these great distances. It feels and looks like when a starship would go extreme warp speed, or as in the movie Spaceballs, we went beyond ludicrous speed to going plaid. Of course, Phoenix has a great sense of humor. You would really need one to be my spirit guide. We emerge from this vast speed right into the orbit of the Sirius B sun. Again, we're welcomed by this smaller collective of Sirius B, which is a part of the grand Sirian Starseed Collective. They were greeting us with the rest in Sirius A, but when they were done and we left, they portaled back over to their own sun, even though they can be in many places all at the same time. It may be hard for our human brain to comprehend, especially as we see another Phoenix, like the one escorting us, perched within the Sirius B sun. They explained to us that time and space are not as they appear to humans. Existence is not linear in a straight line, but more like a circle where it all exists at the same time. And as eighth dimensional beings, they can step outside time and space, viewing and experiencing whatever timeline they want to, or choose to look around the circle to see anything having to do with a lifetime. It's so super cool. It makes sense. Kinda, right? Again, it's hard for our brain to comprehend as a human. And Phoenix wants to take us all back in time to right before the planets of their solar system were absorbed into their sun. We agree, and the Sirius B sun starts to slow its rotation, and it begins to rotate in the opposite direction. Our vision seems a little bit dreamy as things start to reverse quicker and quicker. Comets fly backwards through space through the solar system. Energy moves from the Sirius A sun back to Sirius B as it starts to grow brighter, and planets emerge from its flames as it shrinks back from being a giant red sun to its normal size before it went supernova. There were 5 habitable planets in their solar system, and 3 uninhabitable, like their own fiery, gassy planet. These were the 3 closest to the sun. And as Phoenix describes each of these planets and their inhabitants, we can see them, feel them, as if we are them. The 4th planet was mainly desert, and there were only creatures on it, no humanoids or higher-minded beings. The 5th planet had high cliffs and floating large pieces of land, where there were beings that were similar to human, but lion-like and with wings. The 6th planet was the largest. This huge jungle planet, lush and green, waterfalls, lakes and ponds, rivers, all streaming to many oceans and seas. There was a feline-like species that was aware and intelligent. They had many villages across the planet, and it was the most densely populated with millions of inhabitants. The 7th planet out was a water planet that had beings like dolphins and whales throughout it, but even much more developed than our own on Earth. And the 8th planet, and the furthest out, was one where blue-skinned beings ruled over a cold-weathered planet. And it wasn't freezing like our Pluto. All the planets were close enough in orbit where none were iced over. But the temperature there was significantly colder than the other planets, and there was the greatest distance between them and other planets, because there used to be a planet in between the 7th and 8th planet, but a comet had come through and destroyed it, sending it out into space without even leaving an asteroid belt in the solar system. That was very early in the formation of the solar system, so there were no inhabitants on that planet yet. But Phoenix remembers it all, since they are elementals and have always been present since the beginning of this solar system, and way before that, existing in other solar systems. All beings in the solar system had a spiritual connection to their planet's energy and the sun, so they knew before the sun began to turn into a red giant. They weren't as shielded as we are on Earth from our higher selves. All beings had agreed that their time in this 3rd dimension where we're at was completed, and they prepared for the absorption of their planets into the sun. And Phoenix says, do not worry. They're not telling us this to forewarn us of our sun becoming a red giant. They will clarify their message in a moment. There will come a time in the distant future when humanity as a collective will once again choose to move to a different dimension to experience new things and new adventures. But that will not happen within your lifetime. They say, once again, because humanity of Earth has chosen movement a few times with different forms of transformation that took us into the next iteration of humanity. There was the dinosaur age, there was Lemuria, Atlantis, and more. As we tune into all the inhabitants of the planets, as the sun begins to grow brighter and bigger, though many were excited and anxious, there was not great fear at this time because they were already beginning to connect as a collective of spirit beings. The sting of physical death isn't like we fear it to be. Many disconnect from the physical pain and discomfort as we begin to withdraw back into our spiritual self, as it also absorbs the spirit of who we are from out of our physical connection. Some souls want to experience different emotions and sensations, but it's by its own choice that it wants to feel it and can disconnect at any moment when it no longer wants to experience any of the discomfort or pain. We witness all of this as the sun consumes each planet in the solar system, every being transitioning into a higher vibrational being of the 5th, 6th, 7th, or 8th dimension, depending on where their next adventure lies. Sit with all you're seeing for as long as you want to. Write down what you see. Reflect on it after we have completed this meditation and after you watch the Pick a Card, which will bring you more information from the collectives of Sirius B. The whole scene starts speeding up again, and within seconds, we're back to present moments in our timeline, and we return back to Sirius B and within the sun. Why being so serious, they ask. Funny, funny, funny. They say that the beings of Sirius B are not so serious. They all show themselves in their previous physical forms for our sake, seeing all the felines, the dolphins, the whales, the flying lion creatures. They are all there, and they're all happy with the past and the present and the future. And you might feel sad for them because that's what you've been conditioned to feel. But that is not their wish. Celebrate them, they say. If one soul of the entire collective of their solar system was not ready, then the transformation would have been delayed for that one. That is how much they all love each other, and as much as they love us. And the reason they wanted to show us all this is that humanity has a fear of death, and a few natural fears, but many emotional, unnatural fears. Like attracts like, and as humanity focuses more and more on fear, it expands that fear energy, making it easier for others to choose fear and more fear. Unconditional love energy is the most powerful thing in this physical universe. One person filling up and overflowing with this energy counterbalances 1,000,000 human souls on Earth experiencing lower vibrational energy. When we gather together, it doesn't just add upon one another, it multiplies the energy. The more love energy we put out into the world, the easier it becomes for others of our collective to also choose unconditional love. The entire Sirius Starseed Collective, both of A and B, sends us so much love energy through the Sun and Earth core portals, but also through the hearts of starseeds from many different systems. They know how fear-based many humans can be, and they're asking those on Earth who are aware to expand their ability to receive more love energy, becoming greater, clearer conduits of love energy. How? A great question. That is what they'll bring through in our 3 pick-a-card readings. They collectively, pun intended, tell us there is nothing to fear. As we become more open and aware of our true selves, those powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit beings made of unconditional love, we fear less and less until we eventually will become fearless. They bid us farewell as Phoenix begins to fire up their energy to return us back to our temporary home, Earth. A rainbow portal appears at the center of the Sirius B sun, And off we go. And as we're about to enter the portal, our golden twines break free from the bubble and recoil back like one of those long electric cords on a vacuum or an electrical device, all the way back through the Sirius A portal. And like that, we're at Earth's core. Phoenix took a shortcut to bring us back directly to Mother Earth. And she greets us like an Earth mother would greet her children back from school. Phoenix flies up through the magma, the earth, and the rock until we arrive to the clearing of the forest, and we float down in our rainbow bubbles ever so gently. We move back into our bodies, feeling energized by all the love that we felt. And when you're ready, open your eyes and take a deep breath in, slowly letting it out. Wow, what an adventure. Phoenix thanks you for your time and for being who you are. They're excited for future adventures that we will be having together. We're going to have a thrilling Lionsgate pick-a-card in the near future with 8 choices to represent the 8 Lionsgate for August 8th. Which happens to be connected to Sirius A's sun as it falls into alignment with our sun being in Leo, Orion's belt, and Earth. So more about that soon. And I'm really stoked for our journeys ahead as we continue more pilgrimage meditations with more of my spirit guides. Who knows? We might even be sharing some of our own spirit guides. But for this video, I'm next jumping into the pick-a-card readings, and you can choose from as many of the 3 as you would like, and see how we can expand our ability to receive more love energy. Timestamps are listed in the description box below, but I'm going to jump into number 1 first. If you chose reading number 1, then this is the reading for you, and this is the beautiful Lyrian Oracle. And beautiful aquamarine, something like that, crystal. We'll put that right there. And if you listen to the meditation, these are going to be messages about how you can expand your ability to receive more love energy. So we'll start off here with a message from them. And they did have lion or feline, and I believe it was the Lyrian part of the planet that were in Sirius B. So let's take a look here. That's your message right here. All right. And you have the greater plan, acceptance, letting go, divine perfection. Beautiful, beautiful card here. I'll let you see that. And we'll put that right here. Yeah, right there's good, I think. And let's take a look. Card number 7. And let's see what message comes in. So how can you expand your ability to receive love? So our Lyrian story is deep, ancient, and long, traversing beyond the confines of human linear time. As we talked about that in the meditation. Into moments where time was once at a literal standstill. So the Lyrian White Lion Collective is indeed an ancient breed from the greater galactic timeline perspective, placed here to share our plethora of learned experience with other fellow intergalactic beings such as yourselves. Through our witnessing of much transformation, we have developed a unique perspective that we feel can highly benefit your collective species, just as your experiences benefit us. One of the major core lessons from our society is that whatever life presents, there's always a much deeper wisdom transpiring beyond the surface level. Just as beyond your skin rests a universe of cells and aliveness that is constantly in regeneration, so too does your life have much greater meaning. To access this deeper field, it is imperative that the starseed enters into a state of non-judgmental awareness that facilitates for the dots of the greater story to connect and reveal wisdom. This occurs when the shadow mind stops reacting and surrenders to truth. You, dear one, are in the process of surrender, and this card comes as a gentle reminder to accept the ebbs and flows of whatever is playing out to gain the most from it. When you drop resistance to particular situations or events, your soul awareness opens up for you to understand the perfection of this moment. Know that you are in a transitory universe and life is carrying you somewhat beyond this present moment. Now is an ideal moment to go easy on yourself, express self-compassion, and trust you are in full alignment with the greater plan. This card indicates to surrender, let go, and allow the higher intelligence to guide your life. All is well. Additional meanings: acceptance, letting go, cease judgment, inner wisdom, inner mastery, divine perfection. And an optional exercise, if you wish, on a sheet of paper, begin to write some of the lowest moments on your life. Go deep into your memory, and after you have completed the list, journal how each individual event led to some sort of blessing in disguise. Attempt to write as many situations where night led to day, and begin to train your conscious awareness on how all life events are interconnected. All is well. Yeah, so to expand your ability to receive more loving energy, it's seeing things from a higher perspective, a capital T truth, realizing that all those lower vibrational experiences that you wanted to have them happen for you on purpose, for purpose, not to you by accident and, or punishment or whatever, but these were for you. You chose these events to be in your life. And when you're able to see things from that higher perspective, the fears decrease. And as the fears decrease, of course, your ability to give and receive love expands too. So connecting to the capital T truths is the important thing there. We're also going to pull from the Ancient Stones Oracle here. And let's see what other message they have here. These ancient stones have been on the earth forever, so they have a lot of great knowledge and advice that they can bring towards you. So we will see what they have here. You got the gateway, open doors, opportunities, right timing. I love it. And then if you look closely, what are on the other side? Exactly like this, these lions. I love it. How you can't make that up. And then we have the gateway. Let me just find that really quick here. Is it under the G for gateway? It is. Very good. So, ancient temples and runes whisper secrets through the ages. Grand doorways serve as gates to times that once were. In the middle of nowhere, still they stand tall, guiding adventurers to dream into the great mystery of times forgotten and how they too come again. The Gateway card is a guiding light for exciting new possibilities and opportunities that are rising within you and beckoning you forth. The ancients laid stones with such precision they aligned with the cosmos above, and this card is like that for you. A moment in time where everything's in alignment. Things are syncing, doors are swinging open for you. Don't worry about the details or overpacking the portals opening and life's on your side. This card usually appears with a message of positive new beginnings and right timing. Opportunities are being handed to on a platter, and you're being invited to choose a new timeline for your expansion. Your gateway may come through a challenge that you're facing. Could be a hard-earned dream coming to fruition, or it may simply be a key to your destiny appearing on your path. Saying yes to your gateway is saying yes to a higher desired outcome. Saying yes to the gateway is saying yes to your destiny. Saying yes to the gateway is saying yes to your expansion. It's just so wonderful to receive this card in a spread for the message that there's a rare gateway opening just for you. The soul inquiry, you have 2 questions you can ask yourself is, what new direction are you being called to take? What new opportunity are you being called to embrace? So I love this as this, you have like this duality here, right? You're standing between two, you were sitting and waiting, and now there's this movement into this gateway. So this basically is saying that as you connect and as you're freeing yourself from that lower vibration, it's opening a gateway and allowing you to move from lower vibration up these stairs into the gateway of higher vibration. We'll see what else we have here too. Now, we talked about in the meditation that there's been a couple different iterations of humanity. One was Lemuria, and we've got the Beyond Lemuria. So I feel like they've got like extra information to share from you from that timeline. And then we'll also pull a card from Atlantis. Then we'll pull some Sirians. I have actual Sirian Starseed Tarot that we'll pull from too. All right, so what is your additional message here from Lemuria time frame? And you've got Mount Shasta, card number 37. I've actually been to that here in the United States in Northern California. Beautiful place, beautiful energies, of course. So let's see what they have here. And that's actually one of the portals that we went, the earth chakras we visited in one of the past meditation pilgrimages. So if you check the playlist, which will be linked down below, you can check that out if you want to get some more messages from that. Says your origins, the seeds that make you what and who you, star beings, sacred, powerful places, unexplained mystical phenomena, intuitive messages and downloads, dreams and visions. Aware that their entire continent would be destroyed, the Lemurians traveled to other parts of the globe. Mount Shasta has a profound connection with the Lemurian people, as it was once a place they journeyed. There are many tales of multi-dimensional beings living inside the mountain, and sightings of all kinds of unusual phenomena are there. And we do visit with them, so definitely check that video out. When I received the intuitive messages that I would be writing and delving more deeply into the emerging themes of these cards, I had a strong vision to visit the mountain and channel a painting on it. And after a range of synchronicities, I found myself there. The ambiance of this magical place cannot be denied, and the image you see on this card is what came through. Mount Shasta also seems to have a connection to star beings and portals to multiple worlds and parallel realities. On arrival at Mount Shasta town, I was involved in a Pleiadian channeling circle where I had a vision of the stars communicating with the mountain through light code, and interconnected glowing grid lines lay over the entire earth. I have experienced these luminescent grid lines before, and I've been told I can put my hand into them and connect my healing light with all the other lights doing their work across the planet. And during my time at Mount Shasta, I came to understand there have been many UFO sightings there, and I realized how connected the Lemurians were to star beings. Further research revealed several accounts of Lemurians being of mixed origins from throughout the universe, probably Sirian, right? With all this energy. This place holds many stories, and I had my insights, but it felt right to keep the imagery for this card simple. I felt as if what was depicted spoke beyond the mind. I was quite perplexed at what the meaning of this card would be. I knew Mount Shasta would be an important card in the deck, but I didn't realize how significant it would be till the following was revealed. I planned to include symbols on the 10 chakra cards that would activate the chakras, but I wasn't sure how. The creation of these cards has been a profound unfolding, and when I sought guidance, I received the message that the chakra activation codes were in this Mount Shasta painting. There was a symbol for each of the chakras, and you can find them on the bottom left-hand side of the chakra card. And this image is the seed crystal that this whole deck is based around. Wow. The divinatory meaning of this says this card is about origins. It's time to honor and look more deeply into your ancestry, both your bloodline and your etheric lineage. Do you have an affinity with any star beings? Connecting with them right now allow you greater insight into your traits, your strengths, and challenges. Perhaps you have a Lemurian connection. And this card may also be encouraging you to visit sacred places you feel attracted to. They may have an intuitive message for you. Wow. So yeah, definitely messages coming in here. Let me see. I'm going to move these over here a little bit. Make space for, we have these Atlantis cards. Not sure what Aquarius came in there, but maybe you were an Aquarian back in Atlantis times. But let's take a look here and we'll see what was on that one. Okay, so I'm just going to shuffle these up. Wow, they are full of energy for sure. Let's try that again. All right. So what additional message do we have here for those that chose reading 1? All right. There we go. So you got water. Beautiful card there. Playing in there. It's card number 21. It says the citizens of Golden Atlantis were aware that water washes, hydrates, and is a cosmic cleanser which purifies people at a cellular level. They knew that flowing water soothes emotions, opens up spiritual and psychic potential, and that its forces can be harnessed to change situations. So they placed fountains in every temple and swam in rivers or picnicked by lakes whenever possible. Most of all, they liked to sit and contemplate where they could hear the sound of running water. The purification happens. It says your guidance is to spend time today near water, preferably by a river, a lake, or sea, or in a bath or shower. And as you immerse yourself in the cosmic energy, sense it purifying each cell of your body. And if you cannot physically be or near water, visualize it. It says use water for deep inner and outer cleansing. So I'll let you see that there. At least you have it on camera. We'll put that here. So part of this journey, part of the your ability to open up and be able to receive more love has to do with water transformation too, which makes sense with this aqua marine blue kind of watery here. Mount Shasta has a lake near it too. So if you want to go visit Mount Shasta and hit water, you can probably do both. All right. So I love all that for you. And then for your final messages, we're going to have these big ol' honkin' Sirian Starseed Tarot here. So let's give these a shuffle here. We'll do it this way since they're so big. And let's see what else they wanted you to know here about your ability to expand and to receive and fill up and overflow with the love energy. Okay, like this one and this one here. And then we will look at the bottom of the deck first here. Yeah, the Four of Flames, the Four of Wands. So this is all about energetic stability, celebration, joy. And with all this emotional type energy with the cards, mentioning water, water is that the more we choose joy, the more we choose that higher vibration, then the more that we draw that into. And like attracts like, so it's important for us to balance our energy and what we're focusing in on. We'll see what that more means here as we look at these. So you have the Seven of Crystals, the Seven of Pentacles. This is the Glastonbury tour. So this is another one of the chakras that we visited. So it's very important. You might just try to do go through each of the meditations for each of the chakras of the planet, because if I remember, I think the Mount Shasta might be the root and the start, if I remember correctly. But you have the Sun of Pentacles, which is the last thing that grows on the fruit tree, is the fruit. But this Glastonbury tour here definitely is one of the root chakras, and it actually I think it's even where the current third eye chakra is at too, because the third eye chakra is one that roams and it aligns with each of the other 6 chakra locations throughout the earth. And I believe in this age of moving from Pisces to Aquarius, that's actually where it's at, is here too. So I feel like it's very important here, because you got 2 of the representations of the chakra system, and it is energy. It's the energetic, our chakras is our spiritual energy. Well, the chakras of the earth is that energy for the earth too. Yeah, and you have the Nine of Crystals, the Nine of Pentacles. So this is a little bit of hermiting with the 9. It's stepping away. It's being feeling like, it even looks like these aquamarine crystals here too. So it's, physically the crystals, the pentacles is the outside world. 9 is the hermit's journey. So this is about turning inward and upward. So definitely chakra balancing, I feel, will also help you in expanding your ability to receive love and fill up and overflow with those. And you have the Four of Pentacles. So you got all crystals so far, and the 4, again, this 4 of stability coming in. And the Four of Pentacles is that we don't find stability in the outside world. We only find it when we turn inward and upward. That's where we find that solid foundation, because the things of the outside world are unstable, right? We're told to look in 3 different buckets: relationships, situations, and things. People change, people walk away, people pass away. So relationships with humans are temporary, unfulfilling, and unstable, right? And it doesn't mean we don't want them. It's just we find our fullness and stability on the inside, because we eventually turn inward. Same thing with situations like jobs, education, etc., and things that break down, blow up, destroyed, whatever, stolen. And so we realize all those things in the outside world are unstable, and we eventually turn inward and upward. That's where we find that stability. That's where we find the fullness of life. So I like all this stable energy. Do you have another crystal? No, you have the 3 of Orbs, which is the 3 of Swords, which expectations equal disappointment. So all of this is telling you about this lower vibration that you came down here to experience. You came down here on purpose, for a purpose, to experience them in the outside world, so that we have something to contrast it to understand ourselves more deeply, because in experiencing what we're not, we understand more of what we are. And that's what's unfolding here, is this awareness that you did come down here on purpose, for a purpose, to experience all that instability. But eventually, if it's like designed, if the outside world, if it didn't turn us inward, we'd be wandering outwardly forever, not finding what we truly want. But because it does disappoint and it's unstable, we eventually turn inward and upward for the only stable thing that's anywhere in this planet, which is the eternal, never-ending, unconditional, nothing we can do to lose it, unconditional love of the creator of all things, our mother and our father. So when we turn inward and upward, we find what we need. But I love this balancing energy that's coming in here, and with chakras and visiting these other chakra locations too is very important. So I feel like this is what they have for you to help you become that being that you're wanting to be. That's part of the collective that is helping spread the unconditional love to the world by becoming a greater conduit for it. So I love this for you, for all of you that chose reading number 1. And if you're enjoying these readings and would like to help me by supporting my channel, there's a couple things you can do. First, you can give this video a thumbs up by clicking the like button. This tells me you're enjoying the content. It tells YouTube that you are as well, and they'll spread the word about these videos and my channel. The other thing you can do is hit that subscribe button and make sure to hit that notification bell, because then you'll be notified when I post new videos, and also you're informed when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. These are general readings, and if you're looking for more specific information for your specific life, I do offer a variety of readings and other services. All that information's listed in the description box of the video down below. And I'm so grateful for all the love and all the support, and as you travel upon your amazing journey, remember that every second of every day of your life that you truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So until we chat again, much love to you. Hang in there. Take care of yourself. We'll see you soon. If you chose reading number 2, then this is the reading for you, and we're going to be looking at the Star Temple Oracle and this beautiful amethyst pyramid energy. So we'll put that right here at the base, and let's see what message they have. If you listen to the meditation, then you know that these are all about messages from the Sirian Starseed, and you know, the both A and B, and of course my mini collective Phoenix, that how you can expand your ability to receive love to help the planet. So let's take a look here and see what message they have for you. So how can you expand your love energy? All right, this one right here. All right, so we have the Winged Messenger. Creation, spiritual direction inspires my creative flow. So you're gonna get messages of love from above here. So let's put them in here, and I love what's all purple here. All right, so that is card number 3. So the star words are create, inspire, guide. So Hermes, the celestial guide and son of Maya, inspires creativity that is aligned with your visions. After all, dreaming is a form of planning. Your creative juices flow through meditation, transcendent connection, and focused intention. You may be an artist, a musician, a writer, a speaker, or something else entirely. Doesn't matter what form your creativity takes. Surrender and delight in your imagination. Embrace your inventiveness. Forget perfection and instead immerse yourself in unique expression and authenticity. I love it. So 3 is the number of creativity. It's like the Empress card in the Major Arcana of the Tarot. So this is about creatively opening yourself up to creativity. This is how you're going to expand your ability to receive love and fill up and overflow and share love through your creativity. So I love that. We're also going to hear from the Ancient Stones Oracle here. And let's see what else they bring in here about your creativity. So what else about this? All right. Is there 2? I think you get 2. All right. So let's take a look here. You got live the question, curiosity, open your mind, live in it. I love it. So we'll start with that one here. We'll put it right here. Live the question. So live the question is a phrase that appears in one of the author's favorite books, Letters to a Young Poet by Rainier Maria Rilke. So poetry, again, writing and creation and creating something, right? And in it, the author invites the young poet not to seek the answers to life's big questions, but instead to live the questions and allow the answers to emerge over time. To live the question is to fully engage with the uncertainties of life rather than simply seeking quick or easy answers. It invites us to be open to experience, to explore and reflect, and acknowledge that the journey itself can be just as valuable as any destination. In essence, it encourages a state of curiosity, wonder, and humility as we navigate the complexities of being human. And when we live the question, we stop waiting for the answers and instead choose to live into it. We take baby steps and let life reveal itself to us through the living. We enter a co-creative dance with life. We merge with the sacred rather than separating ourselves from it. We enter a world of wonder and awe instead of expecting certainty every moment of every day. The ancient stones have been here for much longer than we have, and they hold answers beyond that which we can possibly comprehend. They're whispering for us to zoom out of our short-lived nature, our short-lived experience, and instead live into the questions we have in our comparably brief lifespans. For if we do this, we'll find that we both live into an answer and live courageously. They come with a soul inquiry. This is, what question are you living into right now? The other is good luck, auspicious wishes, granted blessings. So here's stepping into a portal. I love that. Let me just zoom in here a little bit. All right, and this is called good luck. All right. So this is the card of good fortune and positive outcomes. What's your heart's deepest desire? If you could make one wish, what would it be? And stones have long been associated with good luck and prosperity for the beholder, from myths about touching or kissing stones to bring good fortune to wearing lucky charms made of white quartz crystal. One stone steeped in such stories is Manantol, I guess, in Cornwall, Ukraine, which I'm sorry, not Ukraine, United Kingdom, which features on this card. Oh, okay, so it features on this card. This is the location here. And it is a Cornish phrase that translates to the stone with the hole. And it was believed that those who could touch the two standing stones either side of it while simultaneously looking through the hole would be blessed with good fortune. The good luck card is a welcome one to pull. It's a great sign that things are working in your favor. And this could be in the present time, or it could be calling you forth from your future. Keep doing what you're doing because things are really coming together. It could also be a sign that you're in a period of your life or a moment of time where you've found flow and ease and abundance and power. It's harvest, and things really are going to work in your favor. Make the most of this period of expansion. Get clear on what you want and get ready to receive it. New opportunities are on the horizon. A blessed path is appearing before you. Gifts, favors, and helpful people are gathering right now. Life really is on your side, so get ready to receive it while it's here. Ancient Stones activation. I open my arms wide to receive the blessings in my life now. Blessings, blessings everywhere I turn. I'm blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. I love that. So definitely there's this energy here of this creativity and this openness. And when you're allowing yourself this creativity, this is what flows forward. But if you're not being true to your authentic self and you're hiding your creativity, then that's also bringing stagnancy across the board, right? Now, in the meditation, we did talk about there's some past, iterations of humanity here. We have Lemuria, so we have this Beyond Lemuria Oracle. Then we also have Atlantis cards. So let's hear, first of all, from Lemurians and see what they want you to know here. So what wisdom do they want you to know about how you can share love more, readily, and how you can open up to receive it all here. Another one, 3, sacral chakra. So you got the 3 and you got the 3. Sacral, sharing with one-on-one with someone. Yeah, core of creation. Can't make this up. So we'll just put it right there right now. And this kind of reminds me of the Phoenix a little bit here, but let's take a look here. If you were reading number 1, we had like some of the chakras of Earth appear, and with the sacral chakra coming up, I kind of feel if you were torn between 1 and 2, go back and listen to 1 if you haven't, because I feel like with the chakra connection, it's an important thing for you. The energy that comes with this card is feelings, emotional responses, pleasure, sensuality, intimacy, connection, letting go, creativity, sacred sexuality, passion, healthy boundaries, and valuing the body. So you're invited to revel in the present moment and feel deeply into your senses. The sensuality of being alive, the breeze on your skin, the scent of damp earth, the feeling of fitting perfectly into the temple you call your body. This card's about diving into the depths of a moment where all your faculties are available for divine creation. Your entire paint kit is present, and no part is left in the past or caught in the future. All of who you are unites in a point of deep experience. This is the ecstatic moment of conception for a project or new life. Let yourself drop into passion, intimacy, and loving connection with whatever you're bringing into the world and with whomever you have chosen to co-create with, right? This co-creation. The restore piece of this energy says, get in touch with your creativity and embrace your natural expression, however it looks to you. The way you live is an art form, a unique expression of yourself. You can dance through challenge, sing through restriction, and paint your reality. The theme is your relationship with your body, your sensuality, and your sexuality. The themes are your relationship with your body and your sensuality and your sexuality. The healing position is lower abdomen and pelvis area, and the color wash is vibrant orange. So I love that energy. So definitely here's all this connecting with this creativity and with this particular sacral chakra. It's the source of connecting to it as well. So I love that. And then we'll look here from the Atlantis cards and see what the Atlanteans want to share with you as well. So what else do we want to add in here in addition to what's been said? All right, this is your one here. And you've got the Temple of Poseidon. So we'll just zero in there so you can see that. Beautiful. And here's what I'm about to read. This is the Temple of Poseidon, card number 2. So number 2, and number 3. When the golden age of Atlantis was prepared, the Intergalactic Council first built the Temple of Poseidon on the sacred heights. The great crystal itself was housed in the temple, which only the highest priests could access. As it shimmered in the sunlight, the general populace looked up at it for inspiration and hope. But this is about new beginnings. This card indicates that it is time for new beginnings. Maybe a new concept, idea, or pathway will be presented to you at a much higher level than anything you have precisely considered. Therefore, it is suggested that you review every aspect of your life from a higher perspective. Be aware that people will look at you for guidance, so you're called to act and speak selflessly and with the utmost integrity. Be a guiding light to others. Beautiful. So all this love that you're going to be able to fill up and overflow with will be guided. And sacral chakra, that's the second chakra, that is dealing with the other, whereas the root chakra is about dealing with all of humanity or big groups of people or groups. And then the sacral's one-on-one, and then the solar plexus is our relationship to ourself. Now we also have the Sirian Starseed Tarot. So let me give these a shuffle, and let's see what else they want you to know here. All right, so what else? All right, they do want that one. What else? All right, and then that one. What else? Okay, and then these two. And then they want the one from the bottom. All right. So we've got the Seeker of Chalices. And the Seeker of Chalices is all about cups and wanting and pursuing higher love, connecting to the love from above, which, of course, is what we've been talking about. You know, creativity, which is amazing, it's you know, the creator, of course, is the master creator of everything. You're right. Makes sense. And when we're in peace and we're in love and we're in the higher vibrational connecting with unconditional love and joy and laughter and gratitude, and that's when we can really open up and a creativity flows through us. And for a lot of us, you know, if we get out of our heads and into our hearts and we have this creative outflow with whatever that is for each individual person, then you actually are stepping back into your ability to be connected to your true you, the little mini creator that allows things to come through here. Yep, you have the Seven of Flames. Yeah, here you are. Seven of Wands, which is all about being true to one's authentic self. Standing tall, standing bright, not dimming your light for anyone, not feeling like you have to shrink and, become someone that you're not. It's about being unapologetically yourself and allowing yourself to just express yourself here. And that's that kind of, artist feel, when they are like, here's what I have to offer and step out of my way. Don't try to repress my creativity, right? And sometimes when our mind has us in fear, we will suppress our creativity. And this is all about get out of your head and allow things to flow. Even if it's just, for a little bit, step out and take an afternoon to go draw or, whatever it is that you like to express creativity. Could do something small just as all right, let me just reconnect to it and get it activated again. I like that. Yeah, Four of Flames, Four of Wands. Here's joy, 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 and celebration. And there's the stability that comes in here too. This card was actually here in the first reading. So again, this synchronicity of kind of listening to the first one, because energy is so important. But this is about when we choose that higher vibrational emotion of joy, then that allows us, this connection to higher vibrational things, and that's what opens the conduit of creativity and love. I mean, that's really creativity is our love and our passion be expressed in our heart with the world, right? And then we have the star card. Here is the balancing of the chakras. So again, really, I would check out reading 1, 2 if you hadn't, because there's usually 7 stars on the star card, which represent the balancing of all 7 chakras, which we talked about in reading number 1. And, you know, with all this is wishing upon a star and really seeing things clearly and not so dreamy. It's Aquarian energy, which I think I said in the beginning when I think I said that in this. If it wasn't this one, it was the previous reading. But when I went there, I go, oh, and here's the Aquarius deck. No, this is the Atlantis. Well, here's Aquarian energy coming in with the star card as well, which is looking at things differently. The old ways not working. So being really creative and approaching things is really present here as well. And then your final card is the 3 of Chalices, another joy, and celebration card. So you got 2 of the main cards that are all about celebration, joy, laughter. And it's also about finding your community. So maybe finding an artistic community, if you're not part of one, will help you learn and help you feel like you're able to give more and express it more, get into art shows with people, that type of thing. And this is also representative of your this is like your higher self. This is your spiritual posse of invisible beings, of unconditional love and light too, that are very supportive in you expressing your creativity as well. So definitely connecting with spirit, with all this flame and spiritual energy is what the flame and the wands are, and the star card's about connecting to your higher self, or that's your higher self, and this represents your posse too. So, and your physical community. So I love this, that how you're going to expand your ability to receive more energy is to be more creative, to be more comfortable in your own skin, where you're able to express yourself, and then you start flooding in with this energy that allows you to express that to other people too. So I love that for you, for all of you that chose reading number 2. And if you're enjoying these readings and would like to help me by supporting my channel, there's a couple things you can do. First, you can give this video a thumbs up by clicking the like button. This tells me you're enjoying the content. It tells YouTube that you are as well, and they'll spread the word about these videos and my channel. The other thing you can do is hit that subscribe button and make sure to hit that notification bell, because then you'll be notified when I post new videos, and also you're informed when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. These are general readings, and if you're looking for more specific information for your specific life, I do offer a variety of readings and other services. All that information's listed in the description box of the video down below. And I'm so grateful for all the love and all the support, and as you travel upon your amazing journey, remember that every second of every day of your life that you truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So until we chat again, much love to you. Hang in there. Take care of yourself. We'll see you soon. If you chose reading number 3, then this is the reading for you. And we're going to be pulling from the Starseed Oracle. And we've got this beautiful green stone, almost looks like a little planet. And so I'm going to put that right here. And let's see what messes. So if you listen to the meditation, then you know this reading is about how they feel you can expand your ability to receive more love energy and then overflow out to the world with it. So let's take a look. Give it a shuffle here. And let's see what Spirit has for you. All right. So right off the bat, right here. And we've got You Got the Love, Hadarian Energy, Codependency, and Boundaries. You got to love. I love that. All right. So we'll put that over here. And let's see what message they have here for you. You got the love. So the Hadarians, sorry, move that a little bit, are believed to be beacons of pure, divine, unconditional love who see love in all people and situations. And as a result, they can find it hard to have boundaried, interdependent, healthy relationships because they only see the unconditional nature of those that they meet. The lovers of the cosmos, they dive in fast. They're here to learn how to love while in a separate body. So to learn to love self first and then establish healthy relationships with others. So to remember that the love that they seek is already within them, that they truly do have the love all on their own. So the message of this card is to review the ways you may need to establish healthier boundaries. Perhaps you're in a codependent relationship in which you may be losing your sense of self. It's common for starseeds to dive deep into relationships, particularly with those who feel safe and familiar at a soul level. Perhaps you're in a relationship in which you give more than you receive. Here we go. This, so I understand what they're saying here. So, or perhaps there's a certain volatility to it, and you're always unsure where you stand. This card is assigned to do a relationship review and see what energetic agreements you've made consciously or unconsciously. So to acknowledge if there are relationships in which you feel anxious or powerless, and then in which you don't feel like it's safe to relax and just be you. To assess if there are any places of inadequacy that you've used a relationship to soothe and cover up. So some questions you can ask yourself: do you lose yourself in relationships? If so, how? And lastly, how can you develop a deeper love for yourself? Now, there is, I'm going to make a note here, there is this video about the Six of Pentacles, and I talk about it a lot, but it's so fitting here because, and I'll put it down in the timestamps of, where the different readings are. I'll put it right underneath it. It's going to be a take 10 was then episode 5 is the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles is my codependency awareness card, where we realize, where we've learned that we feel we have to give so much to deserve so little, and it talks about how we can balance that. But when we have this overgiving kind of energy within us, then we give and give and give until we're exhausted, and then we give and give and give more until we're resentful, and we push away people out of our lives by not allowing them to give to us. And so in order for us to expand our ability to receive more love, it is this turning inward and upward and finding our self-love, but also looking at what's this out of balance rate of exchange from when we're younger. We'll see what else they have to talk about here. We got the Ancient Stones Oracle here. So let's see here what else they want you to know here. The ancient stones that have so much wisdom from so long ago. It is this one right here. All right. And we have See the Beauty, Gratitude. The sacred is everywhere. Beautiful, beautiful card there. We'll put that next to this here. And let's see here. So See the Beauty. Stones are so often overlooked. The bones of this earth, they're often not truly appreciated for their infinite variety and beauty. But if you look at stones a little more closely and at all the other beautiful things around you, you'll find that you can be transported into a state of awe any moment you wish, right? For those who have the eyes to see, this world is filled with never-ending beauty, And when we notice the beauty around us, we enter a state of appreciation and gratitude. When we enter this state, we're having an embodied experience of spirit, and we're more receptive to receiving and calling in the gifts of our life. When we notice the beauty that surrounds us, we're not only going to see the sacred that's already here, but also activate it within ourselves and have a mystical, unitive experience with all of life. If we awaken our hearts and turn our gaze upwards, we'll discover that beauty is all around us. If we're willing to take time to look for it, we'll discover that sacred women, that the sacred is woven, not women, woven into all things, and that the intelligent codes of life are within it all too. This divine feminine energy. Soul inquiry questions you can ask: how can you take a moment to notice the beauty that's all around you? What blessings can you appreciate now in your life? So this energy of gratitude coming in here, but that's part of the energy, the higher vibrational energy of unconditional love. The more we turn inward and upward and we focus our energy on unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace and gratitude, the more connection we have with spirit and the clarity we have too. But it also opens up our ability to give and receive love to the humans in the outside world. And then if you in the meditation, we did talk about that there's a couple of iterations of humanity, Lemuria and Atlantis, and I have cards from both of them. So let's take a look here and see what the Lemurian knowledge wants to share with you here. So what else? All right, this one here. And you have Surrender, card number 48. Beautiful card there. We'll put them down here, scooch them over a little bit, make space for the next card that's coming out. Let's see what we have here. So the energy of this card is about trust, letting go of control, free flow, receptivity, yin energy, inner knowing, intuition, synchronistic opportunities, getting out of your way, the path of least resistance, allowing who you naturally are to flourish. And it says, surrendering can be one of the hardest things to do. Trusting that we can achieve more by loosening our control can take great courage. Sometimes the most constructive way forward is to stop forcing things into being. Rather than allowing, inviting, and drawing a project into being, the energy here is of frustration, as if you're pushing something heavy up a mountain. At these times, gravity or flow don't seem to be on your side. So use this awareness as a guide when you start to detour from your path. When control is released, so too is resistance. One of the biggest skills we can learn is to get out of our own way. And when we are in a receptive place, we're open to a world of opportunities, and the great mysteries can unveil themselves. The mind loves to control the outcome, but this only creates limitations. It can feel scary, but when we allow ourselves to be caught by the universe, myriad possibilities open up to us. This painting here is called A Star is Born, and its message is about becoming the star you came here to be. You can reach your peak life experience through surrendering and allowing who and what you truly are to flourish. Today, be more by doing and trying less. What? This advice goes against the grain of our striving culture that encourages us to source from the outside ourselves and to busy ourselves out of a natural state of all-knowing bliss. Surrender is a key element in the creative process, and when I let go and flow, allow intuition over direction, I find I create more powerful works. This is not to say our lives should be left to the slipstream. The message is about freeing ourselves from the paradigm of control and force. Yes, we can achieve with this mode, but we also lose opportunities for magic. A synchronistic meeting, following our intuition and being in the right place at the right time, can outweigh a month of careful planning. The divinatory meaning of this is loosen your hold on the reins and know the universe will catch you. Trust even though things are not as you imagined. Stay poised and aligned with your purpose. And at the last minute, the situation will reveal its magic. Yeah. So all of this, you've got what you need inside of you. It's about expressing it and allowing it to go forward here. Seeing the beauty of who you are, surrendering the need to control, the need to fit in, the need to, kind of be compressed. We'll also pull here from the Atlantis energy and see what they have here for you as well. So what else for those that chose reading number 3, please? Nope, none of those. What can you tell us about Atlantis energy? All right, there it is right here. And you have the Ice Age coming in here. And I'll show you. It's card number 1, New Beginnings again. And it says a 2,000-year ice age allowed Earth to detoxify, rest, and purify so that the planet could vibrate at a higher frequency. During the Ice Age, the Intergalactic Council was able to plan the 5th and final experiment of Atlantis, heralding the Golden Age. The most glorious and spiritual time there has ever been on this planet. Preparation time is what it says here. If you chose this card, it indicates that a time of rest and relaxation is needed. Use this space to look within and purify your beliefs and thoughts. This is a time to contemplate or meditate on your life purpose and prepare yourself so that the new can come into your life at a higher frequency than the old. The little affirmation says, the seeds of new beginning are glimmering. Yep, so this new beginning, this new way of finding this inner love, allowing yourself to fill up and then allowing it to overflow to the world. We also have the Sirian Starseed Tarot, so let's take a look here, shuffle these up, and let's see what else they have here for you. So what else regarding this finding your self-love? We got those 2. That one, just one, yep. All right, and that one. And then they went to this one from the bottom of the deck. All right. So you do have the 3 of Cups, joy, celebration, but this is your posse of support too. This represents like the spiritual team, that large group of beings of unconditional love and light who are always around you, always assisting you, always giving you this love to share with the world. So filling it up and overflowing, but it also, I just feel like there's this coming out of this ice age. It's like you've been in this purification. You're really discovering your self-love, because the more you connect with your spiritual team, the more you feel that love from above, which is so much in alignment with what we're hungry for and searching for. They're the ones that will fill up our cup and allow us to help fill up and overflow out to the world. So let's see what we have here. Yeah, 8 of Chalices. So the 8 of Chalices, this is about this analysis of where are you investing your love energy, your emotions, right? It's kind of 2-part. They're walking away from all those to walk over to the 9 of Cups, which is finding self-love, which we talked about, filling up and overflowing out to the world. And it happens we'll evaluate, what are the relationships we have in our world? What are the ones that we're over giving to those codependent relationships? We're the one always giving 70, 80, 90%. The other person consistently only giving 10, 20, 30, maybe 0 and 100 even. But that's those codependent relationships where we're over giving and we're teaching people to not give to us. And eventually they'll give to other people because they like feeling good like we do when we're giving so much. But since we're not allowing them to give to us, then, we kind of encourage them to become workaholics and invest all their emotional energy there, where they get validation or their friends or working out or a hobby or affairs, right? So this codependency energy here is all about this clarity that comes in as we realize how much we're giving to other people. And once we take care of our imbalance on the inside, we're able to have healthy, balanced adult-to-adult relationships instead of them changing from adult to adult to parent-child because we're like, no, I'm the mama bird, daddy bird, I give to the little baby bird. And, that's that not being able to be open to receiving. So if we're not open to receiving from humans, then probably guaranteed we're not open to receiving from spirit, because we might have this idea that, they're so much bigger and I'm so undeserving of that. The other thing with the Eight of Cups is that we have below the surface, a lot of, emotions that were pushed down and shut down during when our emotional body was being created. 7 years old and younger, we didn't know any better. We were just told, you can laugh, you can smile, but don't cry, don't throw a tantrum. So those emotions and those situations are below the surface, and we're keeping those maintained. If we can look at those, then we can transform those and look at them differently from a safe space, right? So this is this clearing of this emotional energy, this balancing of emotional energy. Then we have the Seeker of Crystals. So Page of Pentacles, this is about seeing our worth in relationship to the outside world in a different way, which is what we're talking about here. But it also, because of this, it opens up new opportunities to fill up and overflow with love. And it does give us that expansion and that ability to do that. And the Seeker of Flames. So the Page of Wands. So both the new opportunities and the upgrade of energy, all this emotional energy that we're pouring in the outside world, when we turn inward and upward, we spend less of our energy trying to have things happen, because it's just natural for us to turn inward and upward, and then it gives us that expansiveness. And then lastly, you have the Master of Chalices, the King of Cups, the balance between head and heart that come in here. So it definitely, mastering our emotions is such an important piece of this journey here. Once we discover our own self-love, then we do fill up and overflow like a chalice, instead of being like a barrel where we're trying to give away all of our emotional energy everywhere and we feel drained. And that's where that exhaustion and that bitterness and our resentments all kick in. So I love this transformation. So you're able to expand your ability to receive more love by getting rid of this out of balance, unfair, untrue rate of exchange of love that allows you to give and receive equally. And then that allows you to open to receive love more from up above and fill up and overflow out to the world as well. So I love this energy for you, and that's what they have for you, all of you that chose reading number 3. And if you're enjoying these readings and would like to help me by supporting my channel, there's a couple things you can do. First, you can give this video a thumbs up by clicking the like button. This tells me you're enjoying the content. It tells YouTube that you are as well, and they'll spread the word about these videos and my channel. The other thing you can do is hit that subscribe button and make sure to hit that notification bell, because then you'll be notified when I post new videos, and also you're informed when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. These are general readings, and if you're looking for more specific information for your specific life, I do offer a variety of readings and other services. All that information's listed in the description box of the video down below. And I'm so grateful for all the love and all the support, and as you travel upon your amazing journey, remember that every second of every day of your life that you truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So until we chat again, much love to you. Hang in there. Take care of yourself. We'll see you soon.